I don't even know if I know how to use. I don't know how to use this thing anymore. Hello? Hello? Clapped out.
New year, new me, who are you, boy?
So, truth be told, I don't really have any reason for not posting the last year and a half-ish. I don't know when I have to date check myself, but it's been a long time since we posted. And there's no reason aside from life gets in the way. And YouTube is great, it's fun, it's a cool outlet, but it does not pay the bills. So the last 18 months has been head down, working my butt off at Dynasty, my day job, and what I do to pay the bills, keep the roof over my head, and I'm able to help hundreds of people build their dreams, so to speak. So that's kind of what I've been about. We've had a bunch of stuff go on. We had a surprise litter of puppies. No, there's no puppies available. This was months ago. We kept one. His name is Winston. He's awesome. He's about 4 months old now. And now we have three Cane Corso dogs running the household. But I want to give you guys kind of a recap. The Malibu project, which has actually been done and ready for the dyno. And now I think this thing is going to go away because I have purchased another car. The car that I purchased, my hope is this promotes more of a sense of content creation. But no promises, because I like hanging out with my dogs a lot more than I like taking selfie videos in my garage. I don't know why would you want to watch me just filming myself talking? Anyway, but subscribe, like and subscribe, please, because we use that money to pay our cell phone bill every month. All right, that's enough of me talking as to why I've been gone and blah, blah, blah. This is Malibu that I recently finished, and it's pretty sick. It came out pretty cool. The big block obviously is a unique application because everyone does LS. It's weird to think that a multiple decades old motor is now unique again because most people just go LS. But this is my first dive into big block stuff, and it came out pretty cool. The hot side, I tacked the whole hot side together, and Aaron Gregory, he welded it because I can't weld good. If you look at the merge, don't look at the merge. But if you did look at the merge, don't look at the merge. You'd see what I welded, but don't look at what I welded. Look at what everybody else welded. But single 106 millimeter Garrett, 565 cubic inch big block. It's got a power glide, aftermarket case power glide. We have the Haltech Nexus wired up. I mean, the car is literally dyno ready. It's been on the dyno already, to be fair. This car, I think we made like 700 and something horsepower on like 6 pounds of boost. It was no boost whatsoever, just shaking it down. I did the composite dash. You can see the Haltech button panels mounted. The dash is mounted, ECU, electronics, blah, blah, blah. I did fire suppression system. It's a 25.5 cage that is certified. And it is now probably going to get all torn apart. I'm probably not going to do anything else with this. Look at that Motion Racework shifter, though. It's pretty cute. Now, I instantly turned sour on this car after purchasing it because I paid good money for it. I didn't barter on purchase price. I just drove all the way to Texas. I paid cash, and I loaded it up, and I left. My problem was the motor was not what I was told it was. It had different rods than what I was told. It had a different crank than what I was told. The cylinder heads had a couple different bent valves. One of the seats was beat up. The transmission was roached. I mean, there was junk in the transmission. I pulled the pan off, and it looked like a bomb went off in it. Just one thing after the other led me to being at a point of, this car sucks. I made everything right. I fixed everything, and it still just left a sour taste in my mouth. The car is what it is. Can't do anything about it now, but I find it hard to enjoy and have passion for something if every time I walk out here, I look at it and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it's cool, but I don't know. It just doesn't, I don't know. You know what I mean? Oh, you're such a crybaby. Just finish it. It is finished. It is. It's 100% finished. I could literally put it on the dyno right now and go make rips. The good news is, though, it's my money and it's my time, so I don't have to do what people on the internet tell me to do. I could build a whole car, literally fire it up one time and take it all back apart, and I won't lose any sleep about it. I don't care one way or the other. So what is next? What are we going to do? This is the problem. I love the big block power plant. You cannot beat a big block. You cannot beat them. The only thing that there's drawbacks on is physical size. They're a big block. They're a large engine. So physical size is one drawback, and parts availability and cost is another drawback. Now, the heads are profiler heads. It's got shaft rockers. It's got a solid roller. All that stuff I'm not scared of. I don't care. I'll put it in another chassis. Again, it's just the physical size of it. That's why LS, that's why LT, that's why 2J. That's why they are so prevalent and so popular in so many swaps. Coyote even. Coyote's a pretty big engine. The heads are laid over pretty far, but there's aftermarket support on a broad level. The big block stuff, and what's led me to a position of I don't know what's next, is I don't know that it'll fit properly in the next chassis. Well, what's the next chassis? I'll show you. And if you're wondering what this new scar is on my forehead, if you could see it, it's really hard to miss. It's just these lines right here. Which looks way better than it did. Let me tell you, wear your safety gear. Okay, I started to weld. I learned how to weld on this thing, and I was grinding away some welds that I did because they looked terrible. And the flap disc caught the inner edge of a 90-degree bend that I had pie cut and welded. And when it caught that edge, it smacked me straight in the face. Now, I did have safety glasses on, and if I can find them, I'll show you. The safety glasses show where the flap disc ran up my eyeball and then smacked me in the forehead. So there you go. That's what I was talking about. So the flap disc caught it. It actually didn't cut my forehead. The reaction, like the way that the actual grinder caught the metal, it just sprung back and hit me in the face. The force of the impact is what cracked my face open. And I'm also no stranger to scars on my head. So I'll add another one to the list. Don't care. Now let's roll it back to the new car. I just picked this thing up this past weekend. And I have like a little bit of mojo back. I woke up this morning, I said, you know what? I got a little bit of mojo there. Let's make a clapped video, even if it's just gonna be a 10-minute talk session. See if we get this thing going again. So this car was for sale in a 240SX drag group. It's a S14, it's a 95 240SX. Carbon fiber trunk, carbon fiber wing, carbon fiber sunroof delete, carbon quarters, custom paint. The paint is insane. It looks like a million different colors in the sun or in the shade. It literally changes depending on the lighting you're in. Engine bay is all done nicely. Obviously it's a roller. The front end is tube front end. Looks like it unbolts and pulls off, I'm guessing, just because of the mounting plates. I have no idea yet. IDS front suspension, IDS rear suspension. It's also a solid rear axle car. The old 8.8 rear, a little dusty. It's a little dusty, but we'll clean it all up. Kooky front end. It's got a 10-point cage in it. So 850 cert, 10-point cage. It's all gutted up, so there's no electronics, no nothing. I don't even know if there's there's no fuel cell, no fuel tank. So it is very much a bare project. It's going to be a start from scratch kind of deal. Chassis is there, the paint work's there. Now it's up to me to make it a runner and a driver again, decide what I want to do with it. But it's pretty sick. I mean, it's pretty sick. It's also got MacFab bead locks on the back. It's just Jegs spike wheels, I believe, is what those are. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's what those are. But it doesn't have brakes, so I'll have to do brake kit for the front and the rear. Undecided on what to do there. It does have that under dash Willwood Master, which is pretty cool. So everything, you can't see anything. I don't know why even. Well, let me take a video under the dash with no light. This is a good choice, Logan. Man, I've been out of the game for a while. It's got S14 ABS front spindles. So if I want to run a front wheel speed sensor, I can. It looks like it does have a cross member still for, I believe, Power Glide. Could be a TH400. But again, it is very together for a roller. And I'm going to catch some crap from people that are huge G-Body fans, but this is cooler than this. This is cool. This is cool. I don't think it's not cool. I love Malibus, but just this one specifically, I'm not a huge fan of because of what I'd go through with it. This is cooler than this specifically. So don't come after me in the comments because I do love a sick G-Body. I love a Malibu. But this thing's pretty cool too. You know what I'm talking about. Thinking of names, something around the term, maybe baby poop brown or, I don't know, just spit up green. It's got some gold in it. Drop a name in the comments. What do you guys think we should call it? It can't be Snot Rocket because somebody took that and is very successful and has a really well worked out program and goes fast wherever he goes. He's also a super nice guy, so I can't really complain about him because I kind of like him a whole lot. Brett, what's up, dude? Also, make sure you pick up a full face mask if you're doing any grinding and cutting. This thing it's been great. So that's the only other piece of advice I have before the end of this video is safety at least second, maybe not first, but at least second. Make sure your safety stuff is in gear because I had glasses on, which is better than nothing. I could have lost an eye, but at the same time, I could have had a forehead that wasn't stitched together and Swiss cheesed back as one. So that's the lesson to take from that is wear a friggin' stormtrooper helmet if you're gonna use a grinder. Or just don't use a grinder like I use a grinder, like an idiot. Now I'll leave you with this. This is the last part of this video. Does the big block need to go into the 240? Should I put this into that? Also, this is not my stuff. This is, my fiance has been doing diamond painting and she likes to spend time out in the garage with me. So, and also maybe I like to use the diamonds to decorate parts of my body. You don't need to know about my personal life, but that's what that is. So, should I put the big block into the 240? Tale as old as time. We'll figure it out.